Do you guys remember when Luck Be a Landlord first came out and everybody was like, wow, this is such a unique game that has such an interesting style and we've never seen something like this before. And now, the fact that there are games coming out that actively call out that Luck Be a Landlord is their inspiration is such a cool thing for me as a creator to see, kind of being there when Luck Be a Landlord first came out. This is Crop Rotation, which is a card drafting game where you draft cards to build a deck of cards, also known as a card drafting game. The shtick here is that these cards are played automatically. So we are focusing on deck building and building synergies between our cards in this Luck Be a Landlord style grid while we plant our crops. Interested in checking this one out? This is the demo. You can find this on Steam right now. I have a link in the description down below. Let's check it out. We'll do the tutorial. To start out, welcome to Crop Rotation. In this tutorial, we will go over the basics of the game. For more details, you can always visit the compendium. I can't talk today. You have recently bought an automated farming machine and have a huge debt to pay off. My loan amount is split into 8 payments, each to be paid at the end of every week. If you fail to make payment, your farm will be confiscated and you lose the game. Good night, sir, you lose. Okay, we will walk first through the basic UI of the machine. Here it denotes the current season and the day of the week. It is spring. Okay, very good. 4 seasons in a year, 2 weeks per season, 7 days in a week. Interesting year. You can also find the amount due by hovering over the icons. Each season has a season effect. It is spring. Gain 15 water at the start of each day. Okay. You always start with 4 plots. This is my farm. This shows the amount of water that I have left. My farm can hold up to 150, and we gain 15 at the start of each day. This is the active area. This is where I place the cards I want to play. And it seems I already have 1 card that is a sprinkler to add 15 water. Figure out where things go next. This is your storage area where I keep my extra cards. Okay. You can always sell unwanted cards here for gold. Other parts of the UI that are not covered, we will go through them as we continue the tutorial. Fair enough, okay? Start of every game, you will be provided with some tools and be provided with some common crops. Let's start by choosing our starting crops. Okay. I have a cabbage, I have a cabbage, and I have a cabbage. Okay, 3 cabbages. Which one do I want? Feel like it's probably going to be the right one, right? So this is a common vegetable wet. On mature, gains 2 value if adjacent to sweet. Okay, the set bonus for sweet is at the end of the day, sweet gain more value if adjacent to bitter. So, okay, let's figure this out, right? So cabbage is a wet. Is that correct? So wet, we have no idea if wet gains any value. Ah, you're a flower, and you gain no. You're a vegetable and a flower. So vegetable, the value is crops gain 1 value if the water is more than 100. So all of these vegetables that I'm adding, I want to keep my value of water higher than 100. And you're a flower, chance to prevent crop withering. Okay, so sure, give me a cauliflower. This is now a cabbage, so you are a vegetable, just like the cauliflower, to which I have 2 in the set already, as you can see. My 3rd vegetable, I will gain that bonus, right, for having 3 of them. Autobattler, let's go. Okay, and then wet, at the start of the day, we gain water. Okay, I'm with it. Sure, so now that the draft is complete, we can see that the cards are automatically added to the active area. Sure, fair enough. By having the same type of crops in your active area, you will activate the set bonus for the specific type of crops. Despite having 3 vegetables, we only have 2 levels in the vegetable bonus. That's because you have 2 cabbages. Yeah, total sense, okay? Now that we have the crops, we can start the day by pressing the blue button. This will start the machine and the cards will be played automatically. Okay, cards are played in the order they're in the active area. Crop cards cost water to play and an empty plot on the farm. When a crop card is played, the crop will be planted on a random empty slot. Okay, sure. At the end of the day, crops will mature. Some crops have special criteria for maturing. Some will mature when the criteria is met immediately. Some abilities also happen when crops mature. For example, cauliflowers gain 2 value when adjacent to wet. Okay. Is that true? Yeah, you gain 2 value if adjacent to wet. Ah, so you're a nice 2 value because of being the next to wet. I think. Sure. Hover over the cauliflower to see the effect. Yeah. Hover over any crop before you harvest. You'll be able to see what contributed to their value. Okay. Click on the green button to harvest all your crops. Only the matured crops will harvest. But since they've all matured, they'll all harvest. Okay. And after harvesting, the day ends, new day begins. If it's the end of the week, you'll need to pay the loan. Sure, why not? At the start of each day, if you have fewer than 3 contracts, you'll choose a new one. Contracts provide rewards. Some of them are not available elsewhere, like animals and permits. Okay, lot going on here. Lot going on. You can only have 3 contracts at once. So pick any of them to continue. So I can get bees, which is like dope as all heck. Harvest 20 tier 1 crops, harvest 10 support crops, harvest 10 herb crops. I want bees, man. So spreads flower to adjacent empty plot after it's played. Or do I want this? When a crop withers, we have wither prevention. So we don't really want that. Wither a random crop. No, give me the bee, man. Let's go with the bee. At the start of every day, you'll get a new crop card. Unlike the first 3 starting choices, we can choose to skip or reroll. Skipping gains you gold, rerolling costs you gold. That makes sense. So a rare vegetable sweet is perfect. Oh my god, and on mature gain 3 value for each wet in the same column. This is fantastic, right? Now bitter is also good because bitter goes with sweet, right? Sweet gains value if next to a bitter. Bitter gains value. They just gain value. Okay, fair enough. Pretty good. And you gain value if you're in the same row as another vegetable, which is pretty good. Spinach gains value if adjacent to a root. This is like Pokemon meets Luck Be a Landlord meets an Autobattler. There's a lot going on here. I like the broccoli though, and it's a rare, so I'm gonna take it. After you draft a contract, they'll appear here. So my contract is tier 1 crops, which I think I maybe just took a higher tier crop. I don't know what common versus tier is in this scenario, but that's okay. Now that we picked our 3rd vegetable, we can see that the vegetable set is active. Having crop synergy is a way to improve the farm. Okay, improve our farm by upgrading. You can combine 2 of the same, drag the cabbages over each other. Okay, that's pretty sick, for sure. Those are the basic concepts of the game. Alright, I'm gonna lose. I mean, I'm like super screwed, but I'm excited to figure it out. So let's play on normal. I start with 3 sprinklers. And we'll see where we go. So by purchasing CR 3000, you're 1 step closer to achieving your dream. Okay, I'm here. I'm ready for it. Gain 15 water at the start of the day. It's spring. What do we want? So, we've got some maize here. Spread to adjacent empty plot after every 6 cards played. You're a seed, and you're a support. At the end of the day, all crops gain value if adjacent to a support crop. So that means even support crops. So here's what I'm thinking. What if we made this like insane corn synergy? It's never going to work, right? I don't think the corn synergy can work. But I am intrigued by it. I like the support crop idea. We do have this common fruit wet. So we know that wet, you just get water, right? Fruit gains value if adjacent to a sweet crop. Okay. And on mature, you gain 2 water and 3 value. So you're not too bad, to be honest. Add 1 value to adjacent crops, and you're a sweet. So that's pretty good, actually. And I do love mint. You seem just like a nice crop to have, right? So herbs, at the end of the day, all crops gain a value. Let's take this herb, right? We've got a potato. On harvest, gain 2 times the value. So I understand. The potato we can make better with the mint, right? Because the mint is going to add value to the potato, and then on harvest, we're going to gain 2 times the value. If you don't have anything adding to the potato, then it's just going to cost 1. And then it's going to double it, it's going to be 2. But if we have something that puts value on it, then that multiplies. You can see what I'm talking about, right? Same with this guy, to be honest, the peanut. So gain 2 times the value is literally the same thing. It's the same thing, but you're a seed root, you're a wet root. And I'd rather have a wet root. So I'm going to take the potato. Okay. There's a lot of decisions that you got to make with this. It's very, very interesting. So this would give me the water synergy, right? No, it would not, because I need 3 of them. Okay. But I do think that is valuable, especially with our herb that we have right now. So I'm going to do that. And then you guys just add water right now. 315 adds of water. And then we can spend gold to make our farm bigger. Let's just send it, okay? So you've done all the things, you've watered, everything's happy. This mint did not go in the perfect spot, right? It has added a value to our potato, but it did not add a value to the peanut. You definitely want, you know, basically the mint in the corner surrounded by things. But that's not too bad. I'll harvest all of our matured stuff, but they're going to keep on going, right? So it's good. Harvest wet crops. Seems good. Okay, seems good. I do that. We would receive a rare mushroom bitter. On mature, gain 3 value for each root in the same row. Right now, I do have, 2 roots. So that seems very good to me. That seems good. It would add a bitter. I think we run, this is a sweet, right? Yeah, so bitter gains value if next to, or sweet gains value if next to bitter. That seems good. So another peanut. We could upgrade the peanut here. There's a lot to keep track of, man. I sound insane, for sure. Let's upgrade. Let's not upgrade the peanut, to be honest. Not yet, okay? And here's why. Because now the mint is guaranteed to buff those, both. And we're going to end up making more money back from that. So that seems really good. Choose another contract. I would love to harvest probably... Brother, I would love to get another one of this, right? I think that's a great idea. Another mint is phenomenal. It's a dream come true. So I do have 20 gold. Let's now just expand the farm a little bit. Because then we're going to get another thing planted. The mint is doing amazing. These potatoes are going to be worth freaking 6, man. So we're making bank off of the potatoes, which is quite good. Harvest 32 common crops. So right now, that is all of our crops. So I think that that's very good for me. I think that another mint is a dream. I'm going to add in another slot here because we're going to continue to get more stuff. Unfortunately, this was not a very good harvest. Just kidding, it was 20 gold. I'm crazy. I'm going to take another mint. I understand that I have a lot of mint, and I understand that that may look a little bit strange right now. Just don't worry, okay? Do not even worry. I also got to make sure, so you want 25 gold at the end of this week. That is not going to be a problem. I'm going to have plenty of that. So now you can see this is where things are going to start to pop. So this guy is now harvesting for 6. That's 26 a turn from these potatoes and mint and such. Gain value if adjacent to a wet. So wet, we currently only have 1. That's the potato. You're a flower vegetable. Common fruit wet. Consume 2 water, gain value. We are not running fruit at all. I do not want any of these. I think in a perfect world we would be getting a... Yeah, like a root sweet. Yeah, this is a perfect thing to add. So then that's going to give us the root benefit, which is that crops cost less water. And we're getting closer to the sweet. And we're getting closer to getting our wet crops. Well, we need more wet crops, if I'm perfectly honest with you. That's a big thing that we need to get squared away, is more wet crops. because that's going to allow us to speed through our contracts a little bit quicker. Like, we need to prioritize a wet crop here. So you are a root herb. I mean, that is fantastic. Okay, you're gonna gain a lot of value, my guy. So I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna combine a mint. So now you're a little bit better. Okay, we still got 8 in the grid. I'm gonna tell you, I'm happy with 8 in the grid. I could unlock some more of these slots though. Look, there's a lot of really interesting decisions to make with this. This is what I'm talking about, though. This carrot, up to 6 now. If this carrot was a potato instead, we'd be swimming in money. Things I didn't expect to say today. Sign my contract. We're good to go. Okay. Help you with your loan. We will provide you with some spare tools every week. Let's go. Okay. Double the value of all crops. Seems great, right? Seems fantastic. Button mushroom, vegetable wet, gains value if adjacent to a sweet. Cabbage is actually pretty good for us here. I think I'm chill with that. We want to do this, bring you onto here, just to get another crop out there so you're planting all of this. We now have these roots are going crazy, getting really close to being... Well, you only got 3, technically, but that's okay. Plant. Get it going. Dude, is good stuff. Dopamine simulator, look at this cabbage. Up to 9. 51 gold in that round. I would like to say that he's kind of insane. We've harvested 32 common crops. We now have the salad bar permit. So when a vegetable crop matures, it gains 3 value if it is adjacent to another vegetable. That seems... freaking amazing, right? We got a rare fruit sweet. Withers at the beginning of the 3rd day. Okay. I mean, another salad bar permit is kind of nuts. Harvesting 11 mushrooms is going to be a little bit tough, but we can get there, right? We can get there. So I love the idea of literally just taking a peanut and then doing some peanut combination here. I think there's a lot of value that we gain from that. Okay, send it. Things are doing fine. I think that we are in a very, very good position right now. 41 is not our best roll in the world, but things are still just... They're sailing. I do think you need to take a button mushroom. That means that we now add another slot here. I think that you are fine to do this. You can put this back up here for now. Eventually, you're going to have to make some decisions about how you want to fill out your grid, but that's quite okay, right? That's quite okay. 44. Okay, let's make sure that we're doing this before all this. I've harvested 12 wet, which gives me the truffle. Okay, you take it. Harvesting 11 mushrooms gives me a horse. Adds a reroll. I don't really think I care. When a crop withers, all mushrooms gain value. I don't have any support crops, I don't think, right? Like, support is not something we have. I got seeds. Yeah, I don't really think we need that. Draft a new crop every 25. I don't need any of these. I would really prefer not to take any of them. Shiitake on an adjacent wither gain 2 value. I mean, how about we just take this button? You're pretty good too, though. You're another wet. Okay, you're actually kind of crazy. Because another wet is good for this. Let's combine... Oh, God. let's start... I can't combine unless you're... We could do this combination, right? And then I can slip these in. I don't really, like, love that, but that's okay. I think we've got some good stuff figured out here. Ability to really ramp up. 50. I shouldn't be upset about 50. 50 is pretty good. Here's our truffle. So we'll take you for sure. You we don't care about. At the end of the day, if there are more than 3 support crops, all crops gain 2 value. It's pretty crazy. Like, I can see that being good. Unfortunately, like, I haven't built into this support crop scenario, so I can't really make it happen right now. We do have these mushrooms, though. Spreads to adjacent empty plots after every 6 cards played. Okay, so I'm going to expand a little bit. I have to get some more things in here. So we're putting you at the front. Every 6 crops played, you're doing that. I can just combine you, which is fantastic. We're now planting 12 things. I have a grid of 12. That's very good. I have no clue if I'm even remotely playing this game correctly, by the way, but it feels like I'm doing some good stuff. So I'm just kind of gonna... I'm gonna keep it pretty standard across the board here. 56 is not a good round. I feel like I was making more money before, but that's okay. 11 mushrooms, we got plenty at this point. This cauliflower, I swear I had a cauliflower. I don't have a cauliflower. We do. You're a sweet fruit. I don't think any of this. I think that I technically, like, I have my board, right? I have my board. I just need to refine it. Like, I've created my build. I need to now make it better. This potato is not gaining a whole lot at this point. Like, you're good adding 3 value to adjacent. I put a lot of money into the peanut and potato camp, and then I kind of have just, like, done nothing with it, which is a little bit eh. Harvest 13 fruits. I don't even have fruits, man. I don't even have fruits. I don't got any fruits. There ain't no fruits in here. Okay, that's not good then. Maybe we can make this permit work again. Basil. It is another herb, and it's a sweet herb. You know what? You seem like a good herb to add. A good herb. Let's do you. Costs 100 for this. I don't think in my right mind I could spend 125 here. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna do it. Okay? Do as I say, not as I do. We're basically telling the game that I have to get at least 50 from this. Well, I gotta get at least 44. But I'm going to bank on that happening. I think we're fine. Right? 75? He's absolutely insane. Okay, so that's pretty good. Keep me going. Summer is upon us. Here's an additional sprinkler. All crops cost an additional water. I think that's fine. Okay, I think that's fine. Harvest 14 wet crops. I got quite a few wet, man. We can make that happen. You've given me another sprinkler, which is fine. Draft an additional mushroom. I don't care. Give me another sprinkler. Gain 2 value after 10 cards are played. You're another mushroom. Here's the thing. Give me this peanut, okay? Because we're going to do this. Get those all squared away. I'm going to increase these. That adds 40 water a turn. That's pretty good. Ideally, we'd be getting something to fill this void. Otherwise, this turns a little bit of a wash. But the peanut, depending on where he lands, could end up getting some good stuff going. He did not. He sucked. It was 92. That's a good round. Okay, we're not going to complain. Take the fertilizer. Thank you. And then what do we want here? We got a rare root. You're a root vegetable. Gain 3 value for each sweet in the same row. I do have quite a bit of sweet, and I do have quite a bit of root. You know what? I actually think you're a pretty good thing to have, but I require 14 fruit. I can't do it. These are all skips. I think they're all bad, okay? Common support, a root herb. I already have an onion, so you know what? We'll take you. We'll combine you in the nearby future. You know what? We combine. Do we combine you right now? I do think there's value in combining you right now. I can't combine you yet. You're just when a vegetable crop matures, it gains 5 value if adjacent to another vegetable. I mean, this could stack really heavenly. But I currently it's not worth it, okay? I should have put this in instead of this water, though. Although I'm losing a lot of water each day. So maybe there is some value. 69. Take it. Okay. We're looking for some decent things. 10 bitter crops we can do. Double the value of all the crops. 12 climbers. I do not have those. The bee we can make happen, but I don't really think we need it. I don't know what this is. Play the next one crop card. I just don't know what you are. I'm going to skip this contract for right now. Mint, I cannot upgrade in its current state. But we can hold on to it and upgrade it in the future. Let's bring... I would like to bring that mint in, actually. I'd like to do that. I'd like to combine these, and I'd like to do this. Crazy? Maybe. But, oh, you need to be not in the back, my guy. That's okay. He's still getting the job done. He did not get the job done in the slightest. He didn't even go on the board. There was no space for him. I'm dumb. We gotta buy ourselves another thing. Okay, salad bar permit. We can get him upgraded, which is good. This is another permit that I don't care about. Dude, I just don't care about any of these. Right? Like, these are all not too good. A passive reroll, don't get me wrong. Pretty nice, but it has to be active. I don't got space for this, right? Button mushroom. I mean, it is good. This carrot, also good. I mean, that's just an immediate upgrade for me. This is an upgrade. This is then an upgrade. 8 value if it's adjacent, which is pretty good. Gonna make sure that's like that. Let's get another spot for that to go in, right? And this is where things could start to get really good. That seems like a nice round for us. 94, okay. 4 more harvests to go. I'm cruising. This is an herb bitter. Rare herb bitter. Brother, I think it's fantastic. 12 support crops? I got none. Got no support crops. What about this? After a fruit crop matures, gains 3. None of them. None of them are good. Take the carrot. We'll combine you in the future. Starting to see where this can go and become interesting. I think that we have a good foundation. It's just like a little off. I'm getting 96 a turn. I mean, that's very good, right? That's very good. Harvest 10 bitter for the time. This is what we need for sure. And then we can take another carrot, combine you. This carrot's now cracked. Gains 4 value if adjacent to a flower. We have no we have no flowers. Okay, good point. Yeah, great point. That's an excellent argument that you bring up. Puts me in a position I literally can't do anything with that carrot. He's just vibing in no man's land. But on the bright side, sweet synergy, baby. Sweet synergy. Keep it going. Okay. Good. Another salad bar permit. Keeping it nice and happy. Do I care about the squirrel? Nope. Do I care about this rare root vegetable? Absolutely. I would love this rare root vegetable. Take it. Grapes, cauliflowers, and maize. Hate them all, okay? Hate them all. Alright. What do we do here? You require 400 in the next harvest. Brother, I'm at 550. You think that I'm worried too much? I'm out here. I'm living my best life. Look at the money. 125? He's insane. Here's your loan payment. Coward. I'm very rude to the game. I don't care about your animals, okay? They're all useless to me. I actually don't mind the sprinkler. Because I'm just going to upgrade him. Portobello mushroom? Don't care about any of this, I don't think. I do have the seed, but I don't think there's a lot of value there. Yeah, I really actually don't like any of these. So, that's fine. Let's combine you over there. This is still going. Just keep it happy. I mean, I need 1,000 in the next 7 harvests. I don't necessarily think that's impossible. 98. It's gonna be a little tight for sure. 14 fruits, not gonna happen. 15 flowers, not gonna happen. These are all the worst contracts ever. Now, more mint we can make happen. So let's do that. Keep that nice and happy. We can always combine in the future. Start up ye old machine. Once more. This mint goes really hard. This peanut, this potato all goes really hard. 109. Okay, very nice. I'm still trying to make the damn potato work. Rare herb bitter is quite good. This peanut is irrelevant, okay? Unfortunately, like, we want to get rid of peanuts, not add more of them. So start up the dang machine once more. We're going to get our bitter crops on this one, which I think is going to give us the time that we want to get that next herb in the camp. Thank you. There's my time to get that next herb in the camp. But I got to figure out how the hell I'm fitting this guy in. Rare seed climber, 13 herbs we can make happen easy. Spinach I can make happen. He's an upgrade, so let's get you in there. This is where we really got to make some decisions. So mushroom synergy is currently occurring, but we don't really care. You're a waste, right? Well, I'm gaining 15 water at the start of the day, so maybe that's actually okay. Root crops cost less water right now, and you're a wet, so you got to stay as well. What about this basil? Yeah, your part is sweet. So sweet crops are gaining a lot of value. I need the bitter synergy is going to be good, though, because you just make things better. Maybe it's time for you to get combined and do that. You could end up being nice for me. I think I'm okay with that. I do wonder why you have this big of a grid in this game. Oh, dude, wait a minute. This went hard. 147. Okay. Getting kind of cracked for sure. Give me another mint. That's just scaling for the future. I will say this game has a really nice UI. Like, everything feels very good when you click on stuff. I like watching the big numbers go burr, and it's definitely the big numbers are indeed going burr quite a lot. We got a pig. When a mushroom is played, it withers an adjacent crop and replaces it with a mushroom. The new mushroom gains 25% of the value of the withered crop. This is a wild card, okay, but I'm not gonna do it. I do think it's intriguing, but I'm not gonna do it. These all suck too. No, thank you. Do I want to just pump you in here? I think that there's an interesting... what do you get rid of, right? What do you get rid of? There's something really interesting about running 2 of these herbs at the same time. But I can't rightfully do it. I'm gonna tell you. Combining you is just so much easier, right? Well, if I combine you, you're literally adding 2 value. So it's the same. Okay, we're fine. Keep it going. You adding 2 value to all things makes the peanut and the damn potato so much better, right? Like, that potato is now worth 10. Like, that's an insane value add, man. That is really, really good. And now we have this beet that I gotta find a way to fit in here. Okay. This is fine. These are good problems to have, man. We like having things need to be combined and such. Double the value of all crops. Okay, take it. Mint is good. That's a combination here. That's a combination here. We can buy a couple slots down here just to give us a little bit more space. That's a combination. I gotta fit this damn beet in somewhere. Do I know where the hell I'm fitting that in? I can combine these, man. Oh, frick. Okay, the beet fits in there now. Start my next day. Things are starting to get kind of crazy, for sure. I just need 10 from this one. I think there's a good chance I'm going to pull it off. Dude, that's cabbage is worth freaking 24. 202 from that day. I mean, we're kind of clobbering, right? We're kind of going crazy, and that's the end of the demo. Okay. Dude, game goes hard. I mean, this is a lot of fun. I feel like it's a little bit easy. If you've ever played an Autobattler before, I think it's a little easy. But there's some really interesting stuff going on here. I like it a lot. I can see it's complicated. You know, I can see where you can get confused, and I can see where you can add like a lot of content. It's just farming, right? There's a million crops out there. Maybe not a million, but you get what I'm saying. It's interesting. It's a very good game. You can wishlist this on Steam right now, or you can play the demo. I'll have a link in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, liking the video much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.